Police data shows a chilling pattern. Nearly half of all carjackings start the same way, with a setup. Sometimes it's a note, a sound, or something as ordinary as an envelope left on your windshield. You might think it's a mistake, a ticket, or maybe even a kind gesture, but in reality, it could be bait, placed there to distract you for just a few seconds, and that's all it takes. In this video, we're exposing the clever tricks criminals use to make you open your door, drop your guard, and hand them the perfect opportunity. Some are old scams with new twists. Others are so recent, even police are still catching up. By the end, you'll know exactly what to look for, and one simple rule that could stop you from becoming their next target. Let's start with the first warning sign. Number 1, the envelope distraction scam. You walk up to your car after shopping, work, or maybe a late night stop at the gas station. Everything looks normal until you notice it. A plain white envelope tucked neatly under your windshield wiper. No name, no logo, just sitting there, begging to be opened. Most people wouldn't think twice. Maybe it's a note from someone who hit your car, a parking fine, or even cash someone dropped. But that's exactly what the scammers count on: your curiosity. Police across several states have reported a wave of these setups. Thieves plant envelopes or small papers on cars parked in lots, gas stations, or quiet streets. When the driver returns, they notice it immediately. The moment you reach out to grab it, your attention shifts completely. Head down, one hand busy, the other usually holding your keys or your phone. That's your most vulnerable second. In some cases, the thief is already nearby, hiding behind another car or watching from a distance. As you focus on the envelope, they rush in. Sometimes to snatch your bag, other times to shove you aside and to take the car itself. They don't need force or confrontation. Distraction does all the work for them. What makes this scam so dangerous is how harmless it looks. No broken glass, no alarms, no confrontation. Just paper. In a few reports, envelopes even contained fake fines or warning letters designed to look official. Drivers opened them on the spot, trying to read what they thought was a ticket. And that hesitation gave the criminal the perfect window. Other times, the envelope itself is the weapon. There have been incidents where thieves coated the flap with chemical irritants, substances that cause brief dizziness, burning eyes, or numbness when touched. The goal isn't long-term harm, it's confusion. A few seconds of disorientation can mean the difference between a safe escape and a stolen car. So what should you do? If you ever see an envelope, note, or any strange object left on your car, do not touch it there. Get inside, lock the doors, and drive to a well-lit, crowded location before checking it. If it looks suspicious or repeats in your area, contact local authorities or security. Thieves rely on your curiosity and routine, those little "this must be nothing" moments. Breaking that habit is your best defense. If something feels off, trust that instinct. Because in today's world, even a simple envelope could be the start of a setup. Number 2, the mirror folding trick. You're rushing to work, juggling your keys, coffee, and phone. You reach your car and notice something odd. Your driver's side mirror is folded in. Maybe someone brushed past it, or maybe you accidentally hit it yourself. It looks harmless, so without thinking, you lower your window to flip it back into place. That's the exact moment thieves are waiting for. This trick is simple, but surprisingly effective. Scammers walk through parking lots, quietly folding mirrors on random vehicles. Then, they wait nearby. When you roll your window down or step out to fix it, you've just opened the easiest access point to your car. One quick grab, and your bag, keys, or even the vehicle itself can be gone before you realize what happened. In some cases, they work in pairs. One person distracts you by pretending to pass by or ask for directions, while the other reaches through the open window. Others wait for you to step out completely, using those few seconds of distraction to open another door and grab what's inside. It's not just about theft, it's about psychology. When something looks slightly off about your car, your brain switches to problem-solving mode. You stop paying attention to your surroundings and focus entirely on the mirror. Criminals know this. They're not trying to scare you. They're trying to make you act naturally. Some versions are more elaborate. Both mirrors might be folded in, forcing you to fix at least one before driving away. In others, the thieves strike as soon as you reach for the glass, sometimes using that moment to pull open the door or yank a bag from your passenger seat. The fix is easy, but it requires awareness. Before unlocking your car, take a slow look around. If one or both mirrors are folded in, get inside first. Lock the doors and adjust them from the controls inside. Never roll down your window to fix them manually unless you're already driving in a safe, open area. This scam works because it feels small, just an inconvenience, not a warning sign. But that's the danger. The smaller the detail, the more likely you'll brush it off. And in that single careless moment, you've given someone the opportunity they've been waiting for. So next time you find your mirror folded in, pause. It might not be an accident at all. Number 3, the tire obstruction scam. You start your car, put it in gear, and roll forward. But something feels off. There's a strange clunk or scraping noise coming from one of the wheels. You stop, step out, and crouch down to take a look. And that's when it happens. This is the tire obstruction scam, one of the simplest yet most effective tricks out there. The setup takes seconds. A thief places a small object, like a crushed can, a piece of plastic, or even a block of wood, just behind one of your tires. When you start moving, it makes enough noise to catch your attention. Most drivers instinctively stop right where they are to check what's wrong. That's the trap. While you're crouched beside the car, your door is still unlocked, your keys are within reach, and your attention is completely gone. That's when they make their move. One thief distracts you by pretending to help or asking if something's wrong, while another quietly opens your door and grabs whatever's visible: purse, backpack, phone, or even the whole car if it's running. This scam often happens in store parking lots or gas stations, where people are alone and distracted. The thief plants the object while you're inside shopping, then waits for you to return. The sound you hear isn't random. It's their signal. In some cases, they don't strike immediately. They'll watch you drive off and wait for you to pull over somewhere quieter, maybe a side street or the edge of a parking lot, before approaching. By then, you've left the crowd behind, making it much easier for them to act fast without being seen. It's a clever trap because it feels like a normal car problem. You don't think someone's after me. You think, I just ran over something. And that moment of normality is exactly what gives them time. If you ever hear a strange noise right after leaving a parking lot, especially if your car seemed fine before, resist the urge to stop immediately. Drive a short distance to a well-lit area, preferably with other people around. Keep your doors locked and scan for anyone nearby before stepping out. It's a simple change, but it can make all the difference. Because the truth is, these scams don't rely on force, they rely on your reaction. The sound under your tire isn't a problem with your car. It's a signal that someone nearby is hoping you'll make one. Number 4, the loose money trap. You walk up to your car after a long day and notice something that instantly grabs your attention. A folded $20 bill tucked under your windshield wiper, half sticking out from your door handle, or lying perfectly placed on the ground next to your car. You pause. Maybe you got lucky. Maybe someone dropped it. But that's exactly what they want you to think. This is the loose money trap, a distraction scam that preys on one of the oldest human instincts: curiosity. Thieves use it because it works. A single banknote placed just right is enough to stop almost anyone. You lean in, reach out, or even bend down to pick it up. And at that moment, your focus is gone. You're thinking about the bill, not your surroundings. In many cases, the setup happens in busy parking lots or at gas stations. One thief places the money and waits nearby, while another watches from a distance. The second you reach for it, one moves in, grabbing your bag from the front seat, slipping into your car, or even shoving you aside. The entire scam takes less than 10 seconds. Some criminals make the trick even more convincing. They might use real cash folded around a fake note or a receipt to make it look accidental. Others go a step further, slipping the bill halfway inside the car door so it looks like you dropped it. It doesn't matter if it's $1 or $100. The goal isn't the money, it's your reaction. A variation of this scam happens after you've already gotten in the car. You start the engine, then notice the cash under your wiper. Instinct kicks in. You get back out to grab it before it blows away. And that's when they strike. Leaving the car running and unlocked for just a few seconds gives them everything they need. It sounds harmless, but this trick can lead to serious consequences. Police have warned that drivers distracted by found money are easy targets for quick thefts, and in rare cases, for carjackings when working in pairs. So here's the rule. If you see money on or near your car, don't touch it there. Get in, lock your doors, and drive somewhere safe before checking. If it's still there later, great. Maybe you did get lucky. But if it's gone, you just avoided being part of a setup. Sometimes the simplest traps are the most effective. And in this case, that free 20 could cost you far more than it's worth. Number 5, the "you dropped this" lure. You're walking toward your car, keys in hand, maybe distracted by your phone or a bag of groceries. Then someone calls out behind you, "Hey, you dropped this." You turn around, and there they are, holding a bracelet, a set of keys, or even a wallet. It's not yours, but your first reaction is to step closer and explain. That's the mistake they're counting on. This is known as the "you dropped this" lure, a setup designed to exploit kindness, politeness, and that automatic urge to correct a misunderstanding. The scam works because it feels completely harmless. No threat, no pressure, just a stranger trying to help. But here's what really happens. While you focus on the person waving the object, your attention is locked. You're not looking at your car anymore, you're not watching your surroundings, and you've probably loosened your grip on your keys or bag. That's when their partner, the one you never noticed, moves in. They'll slip into your car if you've already unlocked it, or quietly grab anything visible through an open window or door. In other cases, it's just one person working alone, moving close enough to snatch something from your hand or pocket as you reach out. It takes less than a second for them to grab your phone or wallet before disappearing into the crowd. What makes this scam so dangerous is that it doesn't look like one. There's no sign of danger, no red flag. Everything about it feels polite and normal, someone doing a good deed. And because you don't want to seem rude, you respond without thinking. That moment of social hesitation is all they need. Some scammers even use realistic items, an expensive-looking watch, a car key with a dealership tag, or a gold chain, to make sure you react quickly. The more valuable it looks, the faster most people step forward. Here's how to stay safe. If someone claims you dropped something, don't walk closer. Keep your distance. You can respond from where you stand. "It's not mine, but thanks." If they insist, wave them off and keep moving. Never set down your bag or unlock your car until you're certain they're gone. These scams thrive on politeness. The same instinct that makes you helpful can make you vulnerable. So, if someone tries to hand you something you didn't lose, remember, sometimes doing the right thing is exactly what they want. Number 6, the fake ticket scam. You're walking back to your car after shopping or work and notice a bright slip of paper under your windshield wiper. It looks official, maybe a parking ticket. There's a city logo, a barcode, even a QR code printed at the bottom. You sigh, pull it off, and start reading. That's when they've got you. This is the fake ticket scam, and it's spreading fast in big cities and small towns alike. Thieves design counterfeit parking tickets that look almost identical to the real thing. Professional fonts, fake reference numbers, even web addresses that mimic real government sites. The idea is simple. Most people won't question it. You scan the code or type in the link to pay the fine. And without realizing it, you've just handed your credit card details straight to a criminal. But the trick doesn't always stop there. Sometimes the ticket isn't just for stealing your money, it's to keep you still. Thieves will plant fake tickets on random cars in parking lots or quiet streets, then watch from a distance. When you return, they wait until you're standing still, reading the fine print or fumbling with your phone to check the website. That's the perfect moment to move in. You're distracted. One hand is holding the paper, the other is digging through your wallet or phone. In those few seconds, they can reach into your car, grab a bag, or even shove you aside and take the vehicle. You don't even realize it's a setup until it's too late. The fake ticket scam works because it feels routine. Nobody expects danger from a piece of paper. It's official-looking, harmless, and annoying, exactly the kind of thing that gets your full attention. Police have warned drivers not to trust any ticket that seems unusual. Wrong dates, misspelled text, missing city logos, or QR codes that lead to strange websites. Real parking authorities rarely demand immediate payment through random links. If you find a ticket on your car, don't scan or click anything. Check with your local parking office first, using an official number or website. And don't stand next to your car while doing it. Get inside, lock the doors, and verify it safely. Criminals don't need high-tech gadgets or weapons, just your attention. They know people trust paperwork. So next time you see that slip on your windshield, don't just assume it's from the city. It might be from someone who's already watching you. Number 7, the car alarm scam. It starts with something simple. Your car alarm goes off, once, then again. Maybe you're inside a store, a restaurant, or just getting ready for bed, and you hear that familiar sound, your horn blaring in the distance. You grab your keys, annoyed, and hit the button to silence it. That's exactly what they want you to do. This setup is known as the car alarm scam, and it relies on your instincts. Thieves trigger your alarm on purpose by tapping the glass, hitting the bumper, or using a small signal jammer that interferes with your key fob. The first time, you think it's a glitch. The second time, it's frustrating. By the third, you're ready to do whatever it takes to make it stop. Most people don't walk to the car right away. They press the unlock button from a distance. In that instant, your doors are unlocked, and if your car's fob range is strong enough, thieves can reach it before you do. They grab what's inside, slide into the seat, or drive off completely. It's that fast. In other cases, they'll wait until you walk out to check on it. Maybe it's night. The lot is half empty. You're focused on your alarm, not your surroundings. That's when they strike. One person distracts you from the front, while another approaches from your blind side. They don't need to threaten you. The shock alone is enough to make most people freeze. There are reports of thieves using this trick repeatedly, setting off the alarm over and over until the driver loses patience and disables the system entirely. The next day, when the car is quiet, they come back and steal it easily. The reason it works is simple. Car alarms are supposed to protect you, not endanger you. So, when one goes off, your guard drops in the wrong direction. You assume the car is malfunctioning, not that someone is manipulating you. If your alarm goes off multiple times and you can't see a clear reason, don't disarm it from far away. Walk to the car only if it's in a crowded, well-lit area. Otherwise, call security or the police and ask them to escort you. And if it happens repeatedly, have your alarm system inspected, not just for faults, but for tampering. Because in a world where thieves use your own safety systems against you, silence isn't always the solution. Sometimes, it's the signal they've been waiting for. Number 8, the fluid spill setup. You walk toward your car and stop. There's a dark puddle spreading beneath it. Oil, coolant, maybe even transmission fluid. It looks serious. Your first thought? Great, another repair bill. You crouch down, pop the hood, or get on your knees to check. And that's exactly what they're waiting for. This is the fluid spill setup, and it's one of the smartest traps because it feels like bad luck, not a scam. Criminals pour fluids, anything from motor oil to colored syrup, under parked cars to make it look like there's a leak. They usually choose targets that have been parked for a while, like outside a store or workplace. When the driver returns, the puddle is already in place. The moment you stop to investigate, you've fallen into the perfect position. Distracted, crouched, and unaware of your surroundings. Most people react the same way. They lean down, maybe even reach under the car to touch it. Their attention is entirely on the leak. That's when the thief moves in. It could be a grab and run, snatching your purse, phone, or delivery packages while you're bent over. Or worse, a carjacker might shove you aside and take the wheel. It doesn't take long. By the time you stand back up, the car, or your belongings, are gone. This scam works because it feels too ordinary to be dangerous. We're trained to notice weird notes, strange people, or forced locks. But a puddle? It just looks like bad luck. And that's what makes it so effective. In some variations, the scammers use thicker substances that drip slowly, giving the illusion of an ongoing leak. You might even see it forming as you approach, making the trick even more convincing. There have been reports of people losing valuable equipment and even delivery vehicles because of this exact setup. If you ever see a puddle under your car, don't kneel down right there. Instead, take a few steps back and observe. If the car was running fine before you parked, it's unlikely it suddenly sprung a major leak. Get inside, lock the doors, and drive to a busier, well-lit area before inspecting. And if you're really concerned, call roadside assistance or a mechanic you trust. Criminals rely on instinct. They don't need to create panic, just curiosity. So, the next time you see that unexpected puddle under your car, remember, It might not be a problem with your vehicle at all. It might be someone testing how long it takes for you to let your guard down. Every one of these scams has the same goal, not to outsmart your car, but to outsmart you. They work because they look harmless: a note, a puddle, a folded mirror. Just ordinary things placed in just the right spot to make you pause for a few seconds. And that's all a criminal needs. So here's the truth. Awareness is your best defense. You don't have to be paranoid, just alert. Scan your surroundings before you unlock your doors. Don't reach for strange objects. And if something feels off, trust your gut and walk away. Because today's thieves don't always break in with force. Sometimes they wait for you to open the door yourself. Stay sharp, stay safe, and never ignore the small signs. The next harmless thing you see might not be harmless at all. And if you want to know about another trick that's catching drivers off guard, one involving a single coin hidden in your door handle, click the video on your screen now.